Hey y'all, welcome back. It's a warm 78 degrees, 11:30 in the morning, June 21st, a little after Father's Day, or it is Father's Day. So we had to leave this fence up yesterday and I left it stretched, and I don't know if that was a good idea or not. As I said, learning, and I don't necessarily know what the heck I'm doing. So I stretched it a little bit more, but we're definitely pulling on this middle strings and these runners, and we've broken little guide wire here. It's not fully broken, but it's broken enough where we're definitely losing some height. I'm 72 inches, or I'm 70 inches tall ish, and we can move this up maybe not. But we got this one up here. Maybe by the end of this, I'll learn how to pull chicken wire. Last night I was talking to my father-in-law, and he probably suggested something that was a really good idea, was to pull this in shorter increments. That feels like a lot more work to me, but it probably is the good idea. We do have the elevation change a little bit too, but we're definitely getting some sags of the wire. The guide wire is not nice and straight. It's kind of straight over there, but we're definitely getting some wrinkles in this fence line. But it is the back, and it is coated as PVC, so it should be hard to see. And as long as it does its job, I don't know if I care too much. I mean, I do care. I want it to look right. I want to look good. I don't want to spend all this money, time, and energy and have to come back and redo this to be happy. But at the same point, I mean, if it's a little wavy, it is chicken wire, you know. And some of this the front looks pretty good for my first time doing it. But so let's see if you guys can see this. So we got this line. Can you see that? Yeah. Now, a little bit sloopy. Now, right here where it's taut, right here it's actually pretty good. Now, down this way, right here, that's kind of droopy. Kind of droopy. I don't know if we can fix it, but see, here's where the guide wire kind of snapped a little bit. You can see it's pulling, so we pull too tight. And it's actually like literally right here. It's this one panel. It's this one 12-foot panel over and over again, kind of snapped. Now the one good thing about chicken wire is, why I'm doing this too, is in theory, we could just replace like a 12-foot panel pretty easily. It's not so much like woven wire and welded wire. We could easily replace a section, not now, but in the future if it really comes down to it. We can replace like one section, and as long as we get the same product, you shouldn't be able to really tell. Keyword shouldn't. So like, we could probably push this up if we could. I don't know if we should. Key thing too is not damaging the wire anymore. It is barbed. I don't know. Oh, come on. We got a little bit. We got like an extra inch up there. I mean, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. I feel like it does. It's a staple more. I feel like it's just a little bit more taut. It still kind of looks like garbage down that way, but at least the end will look somewhat nice. Whew. Feels like I just got stung. Oh, we just broke that wire. Mother. Ain't good. Ain't good at all. I also do feel like I could have used smaller staples for this job. I believe I got these really for the welded wire and also for the high tension wire that I was planning to do. Now I was trying to stretch it. That's one thing too, is I was trying to stretch it to cover this gate that I was going to do. Reason being is I was wondering if I could just fence it off right now and then build the gate at a later date, which I could still do, but I would have to do 2 fences now because this won't stretch that extra little bit. I mean, it would, but then we're going to ruin it. We're going to ruin it all. I mean, it's really not that short, to be quite honest. You can tell though, we're pulling at different rates. This is not straight at all. Not even. Sadly. So I think what we'll do is we'll hammer down the 2 ends here and then try to manhandle it upwards. There's 2. Maybe not the right way to do this either. Like I said, if you're coming to this channel to learn how to do something, probably in the wrong channel. Should almost make the motto of the channel. Okay, so that's just pretty taut. We're gonna get that. So let's get this in before stuff starts snapping. Something's buzzing by me. Now, is it a bee or is it a yellow jacket? Hornets. I mean, that looks like a yellow jacket to me. You know, I want to become a beekeeper, but I'm kind of pansy around these yellow jackets. I know there's a difference between them, obviously, but it's kind of like my theory on life, though. So a lot of times you gotta kind of force yourself into fear. When I was younger and got attacked by a dog, it was really not a vicious dog either. It was because I was a stupid kid and did stupid stuff. Nonetheless, though, I was always nervous around dogs for the longest time, years. And how I got over it And so I went and got a dog when I got older. Went out, got a German Shepherd, rescued from a rescue, my town animal shelter, and yeah, I mean, had that, then had a lab mix, had a husky mix, and just over time, you just become very comfortable around dogs. Now, I'm very good with dogs, I would say. To the point that, you know, I love seeing dogs, and I go up to almost any dog as long as the owner lets me and pet it, say hi. Gotta wait for the owner to actually let you do things too. I do despise people that think that, you know, just because it's a dog out on a leash that you can go pet it. It's not the brightest idea, to say the least. Well, actually, I mean, that kind of works. Ugh. You can do it maybe off of this side. Last one. So this is going to be 2 out of 5 sides. And my wife asked, why is it 2 out of 5? Because it's square. But the front is a gate in the middle. And I'm considering that 2 different sides because it's 2 different pulls. So this will be 3 out of 5 pulls, you can say. Pulled the front, pulled the side, pulled the back. But now I have to set the remaining of the post, which is going to be pretty much the rest of the day, unfortunately. I do despise setting posts. And I'm going to have to listen to music, because I might show you some, but I'm pretty sure none of you are really that interested in it. It's not the most entertaining thing to watch, a man setting posts. You know, I just put that extra staple in my pocket to use, and then of course I'm down here reaching. Ugh. You gotta be careful with hammering these. The PVC coating's nice, but if you hit it wrong. Now I think if I ever do this project again, especially with chicken wire, I'm gonna use pneumatic. And man, looking on the opposite side, that is so saggy. It's sad. It makes my heart just bleed with pain. It's not my best job, that's for sure. Not my best work. But yeah, I might use pneumatic. Bring out the generator, bring out the air gun, and just use staples. I'm pretty sure there's probably staples we can use for fence posts that are barbed. Because I think it wouldn't be faster, probably be better, more accurate, and then also not hitting the PVC and then tearing it. 2 more. Now, do we just hammer it down like this and keep it taut? I mean, that's an idea. I wonder if I should have done that on all of them. Lesson learned. Next time. Also only works if it's a perfect height. This means that this one's not perfect in 72 inches. So, that's that. Now the one thing I am noticing too is I'm not stapling even anymore. These pliers I had when I was 17. When I started working as an electrical assistant, I had just had these coated with electrical tape as well for added protection. And now the tape, after all these years, I mean, it's almost 20 years later, has withered away, so I just ripped it off. A little sticky, but it's kind of funny I've had these so long. I do like having stuff where you can kind of remember back. I'm a big memory guy. I like memories. So I'm just doing one extra square past where I've stapled it in, trying to keep the hex intact and to give that added strength if it's even needed. But you can see also this is not even at all. Yep, there goes cut the guide wire, and it just pulled and released tension down the wire. Again, it is a longer pull. It's not an excuse, but it's an excuse. Should have done it in shorter intervals. This 8-foot section doesn't look bad, and the next two 12-foot sections don't look bad, but man, definitely not the finest job. But I guess lesson learned. And that's that. Clean this up. So ladies and gentlemen, that's number 3 done. So we got from right there to that corner post done, down to here, and now we got this entire section done. This is going to be a fence or a gate in between here to get into the woods. Go get some wood because we got down trees back there. I don't know if you can see them. Got down trees everywhere from when we got logged. So we got to get that stuff eventually. So here it is. Final pull, or not final pull, but done on this. You can see it's pretty straight here, and now we start sagging. I don't know if I can come back and, because it's just this section, but this section's really, it's because it got pulled. So, and then these last sections ain't too bad. I could probably hammer that in a little bit more, and that one. And then I just need to clean this up over here. But you can see, like, this didn't break in the pull, you know. A little bit here, pulled, but it didn't snap. But it just means I'm pulling too much. But I'm gonna have to learn how to do this a little bit better. So thanks for joining us. I hope you learned something. Hope it was somewhat entertaining to listen to me talk building a fence.